G'day guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Danny Bird. In today's video we're going to be looking at your setup relating to your greenside chip shots. Now I see a common error with more than 99% of the guys that I work with. Now I know that seems like quite a large percentage, but the reality is it's something that's been taught for such a long time, and in my personal opinion I have seen more success when we change this one thing than when we leave it alone. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about how your pressure is set up when you address a greenside chip shot. The most common way of setting up a C relating to pressure is leaning into the lead foot, but too much. So we'll see players set up and they'll lean into the lead foot. Now, what I tend to see occur from here is pressure down, my left side, my lead side is lowering. As I take the club away, my tack angle is going to steepen. So as my tack angle now steepens, a couple of things are going to happen. I'm either going to drive my hands through, my sand on, my 56 degree here is going to come out way too low, or I'm going to back myself up and end up blading the wedge. Again, because I'm now trying to reorientate some loft onto the club face. So there is an appropriate time and place to have our pressure leaning forward, but on a stock standard greenside chip shot, the setup preference I have for my in-person students, and hopefully for you guys watching this video, is to set up with our weight even, 50-50 distribution. Now I know some of you guys are going to be asking or thinking why that doesn't make any sense to do it that way. Well, here's why. From here, as I take my club away, number one, I'm going to get a shallower takeaway. I'm going to find it easy to keep the club lower to the ground, and I know then as I rotate my body through, I'm going to keep the club lower to the ground. This enables me to have what I feel is a sweeping motion. Now it's key to understand that my attack angle is still going to be working downwards, but I'm going to have the feeling of a shallower strike. So that means it doesn't matter the surface type, whether I'm onto tight lie or thick grass. I'm able to have that club working a little bit more neutrally. Secondly, as I work my chipping motion and I turn, which I'm going to do, we all should be moving forward to a finished position, just like the full swing. As I move into my finished position, I'm now shifting my weight forward. I now have very little pressure on my right side, a lot more on my left side. So from here, our natural movement pattern is going to get our weight forward. So I asked you the question, why are you presetting the weight forward when with the appropriate movement in your chipping motion, your weight is going to get forward? Now if we quickly go back slightly, from this setup position here, I lean my weight too far forward, common mistake, and then how do I keep my weight moving forward naturally in the golf swing when I'm already leaning so far forward? And this is why we see this, or from this position here, we see the drop. What's happening is our brain is trying to slow everything down to get back into position. It knows that the natural movement is to go to the left, to move forward. But we're not going to allow ourselves by having our setup with our weight distributed so far forward. So what I'm going to ask is for you guys to get yourself, you can do this on camera right now, you can hopefully watch the video at the golf club and do it on the practice screen, but set yourself up feeling 50-50 as a guide. When I first started doing this, I actually felt like I was leaning on my right foot, on my trail foot. When I videoed myself, my feel versus real was very different. All it told me was I had so much weight preset forward at address that I had to feel like I was leaning more on my trail side to be able to make this swing motion. But I'm going to ask you guys to set yourselves up, feeling the weight 50-50, and just make a handful of practice swings, trying to turn onto your left side normally and naturally. What you're going to find is you're going to have greater control over the loft of the club. You're going to find that it's going to be a lot easier to have your hands working in unison and sync with your body. So you're going to remove that dragging of the handle, forcing and pushing of the hands, and you should find that your chip shots are going to come off higher and softer around the green. So as you can see here, pressure's on my lead side, a little bit of upper body tilt backwards, a little bit Cam Smith through to a finish, and the club bruising the turf. Guys, if you're struggling with your greenside chipping, try this as a starting point. Look at your weight distribution. If you can, video yourself for your own feedback, and spend a little bit of time trying to recenter yourself and understanding that the chipping motion is a forward moving motion, and so we don't need to preset our weight forward at address. As always, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch today's video, and I do hope you found it helpful. Hopefully this information is going to help your short game improve. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have subscribed, make sure you hit the little bell. That little bell will notify you when I release more videos. And please, if you like the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the comments section. As you will see in all my previous videos, I always personally get back to any comment, whether it be a question or whether it be about this video or another video, it doesn't matter. If I can help, I will help. Until next time, guys, happy golfing.